Okay, Richard, let's try this. Get your notes handy, and we'll walk through the notes, and then we'll get the homework set up, and I'll let you try to solve them after we get them set up. Okay. So here we have our information. You are standing 75 feet away from the Mercantile Building in St. Louis. You estimate that the angle of elevation to the top of the building is 80 degrees. So I just drew a little picture here. Actually, let's go down to this one. So here's my building. We're standing over here. I'll put us in there. There's us. We are 75 feet away from the base of the building, and we estimate that the angle of elevation to the top of the building, so that is an upward looking angle from where we are. That's elevate up. Okay. We would assume that the building is built correctly. It's straight up out and down out of the ground, so that's a key there. That's a 90-degree angle. And we want to estimate the height of the building, so I put X over here. Then you just say, well, what do we have? We have the X is opposite of our 80, and the 75 is adjacent. That's tangent, TOA. All right, let's go back up here. So then we would say the tangent of 80 degrees equals X over 75. Slap this over 1, do my cross multiplication, and I have what I want to punch in my calculator. And I get 425 foot tall building. Okay. Now, the second, that was question number 1. What is the approximate height of the building? Okay, question number 2. If one of your friends is at the top of the building, what is the distance between you and your friend? So let's draw another picture. Here's our building. Here we are, 75 feet away from the base. And here's our friend at the top of the building. What's the distance between them? Well, that would be the hypotenuse. So let's put our X there. Now we also know this is an 80-degree reference angle. So what do we have now? Well, that's the hypotenuse. This is adjacent. That is cosine. So we would say the cosine of 80, that's an 80, equals the adjacent side 75 over the hypotenuse X. Let's go back up here. Cosine of 80 equals 75 over X. Put it over top of 1, cross multiply. This direction gives me X times cosine of 80. This direction gives me 75. Divide by my cosine of 80. Be careful when you put this in. I don't know, depending upon your calculator, you got to watch where your parentheses. And you get roughly 432 feet. So you're 432 feet apart. Okay, now remember, that was the hypotenuse. This was the height of the building, 425. The hypotenuse has to be the longest one. That's why this answer is bigger than that answer. Okay, now let's go to the homework and we'll set them up together, and I'll let you do them. Okay, what info do we have? We are standing 170 feet from the base of a tower. You estimate that the angle of elevation to the top of the tower is 18 degrees. So before we read the questions, let's go draw this picture. Here's my tower, my best artistic ability. And then here we are down here again, and we are 170 feet from the base, and the angle of elevation, upward angle to the top of the tower, is 18 degrees. So that's the information we were given. Okay. First question, what is the approximate height of the tower? Well, there's a triangle here. Which side is the height of the tower? Well, it's this one. So I'll put my X there. Then where is my X? Opposite. Where is my 170? Adjacent. So this one is a TOA, just like the first part of the the problem on the notes. So I'll let you set that up and solve it, just like the first example, first question in the notes. Okay. To help you out here, be the tangent of 18 equals X over 170. Second part, if there's a zip line running from you to the top of the tower, so now this is a zip line. Here's same information, 170 feet from the base, 18-degree reference angle. Here we are. Zip line to the top, okay? How long would it be? Well, we'd have to put an X there. Okay, what is that? There's a triangle here. What is that side? No, it's opposite the 90, it's the hypotenuse. This 170, what is it? It's adjacent. What deals with adjacent and hypotenuse? Again, it's adjacent hypotenuse. That's cosine. So you would set up a cosine problem out of this. Cosine of your angle equals adjacent side over hypotenuse, cross multiply. Okay, so I'll let you try those. Tell you what I'll do. Give me a second. I'm going to tell you what you should get for answers. Okay, on number 1, you should get 55.2. Make sure you can get 55.2. On number 2, you should get 178.7. So make sure you can get 178.7. Okay? Talk to you later. Let me know if you have any more questions.